Hello and good evening, YouTube. This is Kamikaze Games, and this is my signed Michael Annette hero card. Bask in its glory. Oh, you didn't think I was gonna let this year end without one last video, did you? This year has been an absolute roller coaster that has been nothing but pure agony for the vast majority of it. The vast majority of the time has just been nothing but hell. But you know what? Let's send this year out with one last kick in the ass, I guess you could call it. I can't believe that I have to fucking say this, but one race where 4 people automatically go in, and whoever's the highest finisher out of them all is gonna be the season-long champion. I can't believe that we've gotten to this point in society where I actually have to put words to paper to describe how inept and brain dead you'd have to be to consider this a legitimate way to fucking crown a champion, a season champion. Like, okay, like there's a way that we can use one race to determine who the best is, all right? That's called one fucking race. We do this every week. Whoever's the fastest out of everyone wins the race, and they get the trophy for that race. We already do this. It doesn't need to be the season championship. The season championship should be an encompassing thing for the entire season. I can't believe that I have to say this, but here we fucking are. Here we are in the year 2018, where the mere fact that one race determining a champion needs to be spelled out as stupid. Now, I probably could just end this video right here, right now, just with that, because most people are going to understand, like, yeah, you're right. This is fucking stupid. But no, it's never that easy, is it, Reddit? So why don't we just go through this season alone? I mean, I was thinking about including 2017 with this, but you see, the good thing about 2017 is that the actual deserving champions of all 3 series got the championship in 2017. So it's only fitting that literally no one this season that deserves the championship should win the championship. It only makes sense. So, but one thing about 2017 that I want to mention is that the fact that if anyone besides Truex won that championship, it's not fucking legitimate. Because he was above and beyond the best driver, car, crew combination on the track every week. The entire season. 36 goddamn races, and they were the best every single time. If anyone else had won that championship, that just proves the fucking point. And no one else did win the championship in the end. But the fact that there was a chance that someone else could have won the championship to begin with? Like Keselowski? That season? Like, what the fuck? Sometimes people just fucking deserve the championship. You know how that works. But I don't even want to fucking focus on last year. This year is the year where literally every argument for the chase fell on its face the minute the fucking green flag waved at Daytona, okay? The minute that happened, we all knew how much of a farce this shit is, and we didn't even need to watch the rest of the season to fucking determine this shit, okay? Why don't we start with probably the most deserving of all the champions, Moffitt. And even then, it's a bit of a stretch. So Moffitt won with 6 wins on the season, tied with the most. But you know what? You got to take into consideration what this championship format was meant to do. This championship format was meant to make wins matter more. That's why there's playoff points, as stupid as it sounds. That's why there's playoff points, is that it's supposed to give you extra points to make sure that you have a better shot of getting to the championship race due to the fact that you actually performed throughout the season. I bet you know where I'm going with this. But in any case, at least, at bare fucking minimum, they figured this shit out back in 2016 when 7 wins on the year William Byron did not make it to the championship race because he blew an engine with around 20 laps to go in the race before the championship race. That alone was fucking stupid. Like, the entire point of this championship format was supposed to give an emphasis on wins. And the winning most driver that season didn't even get the fucking chance to compete for the championship, which he would have won because he won Homestead that year. But, you know, it's all fine, guys. It's all fine. Sauter would have won the championship under the old format, too. It's fine. It's not like this is a bad format or anything. We got the same outcome regardless. Yep. Completely comparable, guys. But the point that I'm trying to make with this is that we're going back in time. We need to focus on this season. And Moffitt probably was the one that deserved the championship the most out of everyone due to the fact that he did tie for the most wins on the season. However, he still honestly was one of the least deserving drivers in the Final Four. Let's emphasize this fact, okay? He probably shouldn't have even been in the Final Four. He would have finished 5th in the standings if that hadn't been for the chase. Now, the reason for that is because he qualified like dog shit every fucking race, and half the time got caught up in someone else's mess in the first few laps, trapping him either a lap down, or just kicking him out of the race entirely. Now, that's no excuse. This is literally Ryan Newman 2003 we're talking about here. You can't take the fact that you get caught up in someone else's problems as an excuse for not winning the championship. Like, if Truex last season, in every single one of his wins, got caught up in someone else's wreck but had the exact same speed every other week, like, as long as he won, you know, as far as the points are concerned, like, it would have been fine. But still, like, if that knocked him out of the top 5 in the chase, in the actual, you know, season standings, you know, probably doesn't deserve the championship, considering every single one of those races probably would have went to Busch, who then in turn would have had like a 13-win season. So, you know, maybe the guy with the 13-win season probably deserves a championship. I don't fucking know. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that Moffitt was tied with the worst average finish in 2018. He had the least amount of top 10s out of everyone in the field. He easily had the worst starting average, but like that matters. The point that I'm trying to make is that he was one of the least consistent drivers the entire season. And when you have a season-long championship format, you know, maybe the guy who has the least consistent season out of everyone on the track probably doesn't deserve the championship. Sure, he had the most wins on the season, and you know what? And not even that, he was just tied with the most wins on the season. Sauter, who was the rightful champion, had also 6 wins on the season. But you see, that's still a victory. That's still a victory in its own right. A 6-win season is incredible. But if you're not going to have that same speed the entire season, what makes you think that gives you the right to be called the season champion? Now, I'm sick and fucking tired of talking about trucks, even though they're the best series in NASCAR, and probably the only reason that I'll be sticking around in 2019 is to see trucks. But enough about that, let's move on to a different series. Let's talk about probably the middle ground. I don't know if you could make an argument that Logano's the most deserving champion if it weren't for Busch or Harvick. The fact that Logano's a champion, that's fucking bullshit, and everyone should know it. Like, going to the Final Four race, like, you know what, the best fucking part about this is that the entire fucking season, the focus is on, oh, the big three! The big three! The big three! Who's gonna join them? But it's all about the big three! And then none of them win the championship because the format's fucking bullshit. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here is that obviously Busch deserved the championship. Obviously. It might have been closer between him and Harvick if Harvick wasn't a cheating fucking bitch the entire season. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. So isn't it incredible that out of the 4 drivers, the rightful champion finished the worst out of all of them in pretty much every single championship race this season? I don't remember where Bell finished, but I know Sauter finished last out of all his championship competitors. I know Busch finished last out of all his championship competitors. Like the sheer fucking fact. Can I just say this? The sheer fucking fact that you could have one bad race in the final race of the season, despite dominating the entire year, like Busch did, and still not get the championship, but it's okay, guys. We can have excitement every once in a while. You would be fucking bored out of your mind, and you'd be bitching about it if the championship was determined before the season ended, wouldn't you? Am I right, Reddit? Is that what you're gonna fucking say in the comments section when this video inevitably get posted to the goddamn website? I know that the top fucking comment's gonna be, he'd still be bitching about it if the championship was determined before the season was over. He just can't be fucking satisfied. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't even watch the goddamn videos. So just fucking get off the goddamn internet before you keep making a fucking embarrassment out of yourself. You complete and utter fucking tool. Kyle Busch deserved the championship this year, and it's an incredible fucking statement. Like, literally 10 years ago was 2008 when he had the closest thing to Ryan Newman's 2003 season that you're ever going to see. Except he actually had consistent speed. He was leading the fucking points. Wasn't he? Wasn't Busch, like, in the top 3 in the fucking point standings before they made it to the final 10 races? And then poof! Poof, he's gone. He completely vanishes from existence for the final 10 races, you know? But you know what? He did win the fucking championship that year, which is fucking good. He didn't deserve it. But he actually had consistent speed this season. 8 motherfucking wins. 8 motherfucking wins. This is supposed to be... Oh, man, but... Oh, my fucking God. Oh, my fucking God. Xfinity. Boy fucking A howdy if this format, the pitfalls that this format has fallen into, the absolute shit that has been flung in all directions because of this. This fucking championship. Holy fucking shit. This just, you could just take that Xfinity, the entire Xfinity chase, and just compartmentalize it, squish it down, compress it like you're using WinRAR, alright? You're making a brand new archive. Just compress the Xfinity chase into one little package, and that package is everything that's wrong with this championship format. I thought the camera was plugged in, but apparently it's not. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Okay, sorry about that. The camera has a just awful battery life, and if it's not plugged in, it's probably... And if the camera runs out of battery during an actual video, it corrupts the video, so that's the reason I did that. Anyway, wow, just... Oh my fucking God. Everything wrong. Like, literally everything that could have gone wrong in this championship went wrong. Like, that is impressive. And I just looked it up. Bell did finish the worst. The rightful champion finished the fucking worst out of everyone. Alright. Alright. So the championship race is the championship format is supposed to reward people who do good over the season, right? Why the fuck wasn't Allgaier probably the best or second best driver the entire fucking season? Why wasn't he in the championship race if it's supposed to reward the entire season's body of work? How the fuck can you justify it? How do you justify it? You can't. This is... It's not gonna work. You can't make this shit work. It would have been a 6-way battle for the championship, by the way, if they didn't have the chase. Just on a season-long points format, it would have been a 6-way battle for the championship at Homestead. Just gonna throw that out there. You don't even need a bullshit contrived format for this shit to happen. It's not gonna happen in all circumstances. What the fuck did people think was going on in like 1986, 1987 when there was literally no competition between Earnhardt and the field? Earnhardt winning the championship by 400 points. Why the fuck didn't they make a chase back then? Oh, because they weren't trying to chase ratings and a fucking fake casual fan that doesn't exist back then? Color me fucking shocked. And they became more successful as the years went on because they didn't try to mess with what already fucking worked? Color me fucking shocked. No. No. In no reality can you convince me that Reddick deserved that championship. There's nothing. You cannot fucking say it. There were 5 other drivers in the field that deserved it more. Hemrick had no wins, and yet he still won the season-long championship points battle. Bell won 7 times! 7 times! You're telling me that the format that supposedly rewards season-long consistency did not crown a 7-win champion, or a 5-win champion, or even a fucking 3-win champion? Bitch! You expect me to believe this shit? You expect me to fucking believe that 7 goddamn green-white checkers and virtually the entire top 20 wrecking at one point at the end of the Daytona race at the very fucking beginning of the season, somehow fucking surviving that thanks only to Ryan Truex bump drafting him instead of Sadler? That's literally the only reason they won that race, by the way. You're telling me that winning that farce of a race and coasting literally 31 races backing into the championship race thanks to the fact that you wrecked across the nose of your fucking teammate who has actually accomplished shit this season, you know, rather than just rolling around in 20th, barely fucking conscious, wrecking a few times, stumbling into the top 10 a few times. You're telling me that the guy that's dominating the races, winning 5 fucking times, you're telling me that he does not deserve the championship because of being inconsistent, despite the fucking fact that he has 5 wins. You know what? You want to fucking tell me this? You want to tell me why the fuck in his second best average finish season? His second best average finish season. 2016 was better on the average finish regard, but the fact that in his second best season, he doesn't even get a shot at the championship because I don't fucking know. Does it look like I know? Does it look like I'm fucking mad about the fact that I got to watch Allgaier fucking lose the championship in person? Does it look like I'm mad about that? No. Well, no. Literally everyone else in the championship race, all 3 of the other drivers deserved it more. Custer had a goddamn breakthrough season. He actually won a fucking race before Homestead for once. I'm still not sure how that happened. He fucking beat Reddick to do it. That's the best part, is that he fucking just drove around him like nothing. Reddick had to drive him off the track nearly just to keep the fucking position. Isn't that incredible? Isn't it incredible how this works, right? Right? Isn't this incredible how this works? How this is supposedly okay because, oh, he was consistent during the chase. Oh, so what you're saying is the rest of the season doesn't matter. Is that what you're saying now, huh? It's the fact that Bell probably would not have been in the championship race if it weren't for Reddick. Reddick probably wouldn't have been in the championship race if it weren't for Reddick wrecking himself. Isn't that something? Isn't that fucking something? Isn't it crazy how this shit works? This year just proves that this format's stupid. And the fact of the matter is, I could have fucking told you it was stupid back in 2014. In fact, I'm pretty fucking sure I did tell you it was fucking stupid back in 2014. You know? So, the chase still fucking sucks. We have 3 bullshit champions as a result. There's no excuse for this shit. It's been proven week in and week out that this championship format's a load of fucking shit. I don't know what else I can say at this point. There's no excuse to keep pretending like this is a legitimate way to to fucking determine a champion. All right, we have to draw the line in the sand somewhere, okay? It's absolutely fucking incredible that Truex can be just on his way to back-to-back championships just fine. He's just waiting for Busch to go down pit road. He's slowly closing in on Harvick, getting ready to take the championship and race lead when someone not even in the fucking championship battle is just gonna slightly do an initial D drift, being completely irrelevant, you know, because, yeah, this is fine. This is completely fine, the fact that someone who actually deserved the championship didn't win the championship because of something else that fucking happened, right? I mean, we all like comparing this shit to the NFL. That's all I'm gonna fucking hear in the comment section, right? Am I right, guys? 2007 Patriots? Am I fucking right, guys? 2007 Patriots? Because that's what's gonna happen in the 2007 Super Bowl. While Brady's trying to throw the ball downfield to Gronk, you know, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is that the entire fucking defense of everyone else in the AFC is just gonna run onto the field and prevent that from happening. Because that's literally what you're trying to say. That's what you're trying to say when you say 2007 Patriots. That's what you're trying to fucking say, guys. You can't fucking compare this shit. You just can't. You just can't. Unless you want to take literally everyone in the field out. We can have a 4-car race at Homestead. We could literally make this the original Cars movie. We could go to fucking Las Vegas and shit. We could have 3 motherfuckers on the track for 200 laps. How does that sound? How does that sound? Does that sound fucking exciting, guys? I know I think it sounds fucking exciting. That's a fucking party if I've ever heard one. That's a fucking party right there. I'm gonna fucking burn the house down celebrating watching that fucking race. Just get fucked. Get fucked. That's all I can say at this point. Like, could you actually fucking imagine? If we're gonna do the fucking 2007 Patriots, no bitch. No bitch. This is not the Super Bowl, dumbass. If we actually want to compare this to fucking football, it's every team in the league on the field at once, 1 quarter. 15 goddamn minutes. There's 1 football on the field. Someone has to put it in the end zone. All 32 teams, every single player, including the bench people, including the 6th-string quarterbacks, alright? Everyone down to the 6th-string kicker is on the field. There's 1 ball. Get to the end zone. That's how this is. That's what this is. That is how you compare this shit to the NFL. It's no fucking 2007 Patriots. Shut the fuck up already. Anyway, this is not how you determine a fucking champion. It's not that fucking hard to do a season-long points format, and if you really fucking hate legitimacy, do some double points events. Do some double points events. Like, if you can make it so that there's people with a mathematical shot at the championship going into the final race, that's fine. But you don't need to sacrifice the legitimacy of your championship by sacrificing the entire season. Like, congratulations, you were the best one time. Like, Homestead this year was probably maybe besides a couple of the plate races where Kyle Busch didn't have speed. He had speed literally everywhere else the entire season. Literally everywhere else, he had speed. And just because he didn't have speed in 1 race, just 1 race out of the entire year, he doesn't get to be the champion. Tough fucking luck, Kyle. You should have brought your car from last season. Fuck everything. Like, it's not like we already have these guys who have to spend time away from their family from February to November. But let's just make it so nothing from before that race matters. Nothing before the final race. Nothing that you did the entire fucking year matters anymore. It's just, did you bring a fast car this week? No? Too fucking bad. The entire year, your entire life doesn't fucking matter anymore. Get fucked. Get fucked. Fuck the fucking chase. Fuck the chase itself. But absolutely take a die cast. Don't even lube it up. Put some spikes on it. You know what? Shove a die cast into a cactus. Shove it directly up your ass. Whoever came up with the Final Four. Because this is absolutely the single worst way in the entire history of professional sports to determine a champion. This is not legitimate. This is not fine. You were the best for one race this season. There's already a trophy for that. It's called the race win. The fucking season champion should be the best driver the entire season. And absolutely no one on the planet can convince me that that was Reddick. Get fucked. Anyway, so this was a long-winded rant that needed to happen because I'm sick and fucking tired of standing in the shadows waiting for a reason to give a shit about anything. I don't care. I don't care anymore. So, yeah. I don't fucking care anymore. So I'm watching trucks next year. I'm watching Allgaier next year. Fuck the Cup Series. Fuck the championship. Fuck that. Not even just because of this shit. Fuck the Cup Series because of the shitty 2015 Redux package. It's every track's just become Kentucky, guys. Hope you're excited. So yeah, thanks for watching. Here's to a year worth severing connections in your brain over. This season was worse than a lobotomy. And I don't think it's getting any better anytime soon. Sayonara, senoritas. This season fucking sucked. Thanks for watching. So you can just be like, like a fucking banshee. The video just ends immediately. It knows. It knows. Oh god. Oh, it's so bad. Why? Why would I do this? Why would I allow this to exist? What have I done? No. What have I done?